What's up guys, Caleb here with another installment of Reality Check, and today we're going to be looking at the trends and the coolest tech coming out of CES 2019 because sadly we couldn't make it there. All we can do is look it up online and talk about it. Sad face. 2019's laptops are very similar to 2018's laptops, but we're seeing the continued trend of small and thin form factors, tiny bezels, and, to be honest, terrible thermals. Also, RTX is being integrated into pretty much every laptop on the market. So manufacturers are saying that we'll have RTX 2060s all the way to Max-Q 2070s and 2080s in the new models of laptops that will be coming out in 2019. Interestingly enough, we're also seeing some desktop RTX 2080 Ti's sneaking their way into laptops, as is seen with the Alienware Area 51M, which features a desktop CPU and GPU as well as 64 gigs of RAM. Now what makes this cool is that it's entirely modular, meaning you can swap out components to upgrade or downgrade as you see fit. The only concern here is that support might be limited due to the fact that the CPU is limited to the same socket and the bespoke form factor of the GPU. Dell seems to have gone all Apple on us with its new XPS 30. I've put King into shambles with that one. Dell seems to... I can't even take myself seriously while doing it. Dell seems to have gone all Apple on us with the new XPS 13 design, which features only USB-C ports, which I found quite interesting. Other than that, all in all, it's a refreshing, welcome design on an aging laptop. And something interesting here is that they moved the webcam, or the nostril webcam as they call it, from the bottom to the top. So it's looking pretty slick at the moment. And lastly, to do with laptops, which I think is worth mentioning, is the LG Gram 17-inch, which comes in at 1.3 kgs, which is ridiculously light. I mean, it's like lighter than your grandmother's pension in 50-cent coins. It's lighter than a 17-inch laptop. It's lighter than probably the two pairs of the shoes on your feet. I've lost myself now. The point is it's light. Let's just move on. It's a light freaking laptop and it's 17 inches. Dank. CES is also usually a big showcase for TVs, and what we're seeing here is what we tend to see every single year. Bigger, more pixels, thinner, yeah, that, you know, yeah, self-explanatory, yeah, etc. 8K seems to be the new trend with all the main manufacturers of TVs in the market, and for me personally, I think that's a bit of a reach currently because not everyone has even adopted 4K yet, but that's what we have. Size is also a big thing. I'd like get too into laughing at myself and then I ruin this. Samsung and Sony have both announced a 98-inch 8K screen, which is just the definition of excessive. Like, come on, bro. We're just getting bigger with more pixels, which I'm not necessarily against, but you need to wait for the rest of the world to catch up first. Can we just get 4K to be the standard? Probably the coolest thing to come out of the realm of TVs is LG's Rollable TV, which is just ridiculous. It's that thin that you can basically freaking roll it up into the base, which is insane. So now all you stoners can roll your joints and roll your TVs at the same time. Yeah, I said it. Laugh away, assholes, I said it. But the point is here, LG is saying that these will be released to the public sometime in 2019. So start saving your money, stoners. Smoke less weed. In the realm of smart assistants, we also saw some cool new announcements with regards to updating artificial intelligence for things like Google Assistant and the like. But a cool product that we saw was Lenovo's smart clock, which I was really intrigued by simply because I have such a freaking problem waking up in the morning on time and not being exhausted. Probably the problem is that I go to bed at 4 o'clock and then have to wake up. Anyway, we're going on a tangent here. That's not what I'm trying to do. What's my next point? So the Lenovo smart clock firstly features Google's like cloth fabric design, which I am a huge fan of. We saw it on the Google Home Mini, which is just super dope. But not just that, much like the Google Assistant, you can ask it to track calendar events, you can ask it to tell you what the weather is, etc., etc. It's just a cool, new, updated piece of tech. In the realm of PCs at CES 2019 this year, AMD probably made the biggest splash in the pool. So they did announce that their Ryzen 3000 series processors will be coming out towards the middle of this year, and they announced their second-gen mobile processors. They were a little bit short on the details as to how exactly the Ryzen 3000 series would perform, but they did show a test of it outperforming a Core i9 processor, so that's pretty dank. Also, it will be the first processor to support PCIe 4, which is twice the transfer speeds of PCIe 3. They also announced a brand new generation of GPUs. It's the Radeon VII, or the Radeon V2, Vega 2. You see what they did there? Kind of low-key. This will be the world's first 7nm GPU featuring 16 gigs of memory and AMD's proprietary FreeSync 2 HDR. The card will be released on the 7th of February this year for around $700 or 9,600 Rand roughly. But who knows what it's going to cost when it finally hits South African shores. Prepare your wallets, people. Prepare your wallets. Anyways, that's pretty much all of the cool stuff that we managed to scope from CES 2019 this year, minus a couple of other cool things like the HTC eye tracking thing and a couple of other products, but we'll leave links in the description below so you can go check it out for yourself. Anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this installment of Reality Check. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about any of these products or any of the trends we're seeing or what trends you'd like to be seeing. Let's start a conversation about it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time for another installment of Reality Check. Peace! Now I can disappear behind the table.